another edition of Love and Action, Deconstruction Junction, a podcast where we deconstruct all of the big ideas that are running amok in society, whether it's religion or spirituality or politics or family dynamics, the growing of our businesses. We are always thrilled to gather with all of you online, taping today over on Facebook and YouTube with distribution later on Substack, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, and beyond. We've got behind the scenes happening over on TikTok, and some of our loved and lovable buddies will join us there. I'm Dr. Flo, not telling you what I heard, but what I know. What I know is that you're loved and lovable. You've always been loved and lovable, and you're always going to be loved and lovable for the rest of your days. And every day online and in real life, I encourage, equip, and empower bold dreamers to follow their bliss by having the tools they need and the support they need and the accountability they need to launch their dreams to success. Thank you for being here. Give us a shout out in the chat. If you'd like to participate today, we would love to give you a shout out. But first, let's introduce Tara Praolo Studio.
Hey, y'all. I'm Tara Praolo. I am your resident Black, biracial, multi-passionate musician. I talk about the ish that nobody wants to talk about and push you to do the same. As Dr. Flo said, I am the owner-operator of Tara Praolo Studio, where we release your entanglements. Yes, Cheez-Its. Come on, Cheez-Its. Y'all, I had a cheese stick, so I may get up and grab something to eat in a few moments. But first, I'm going to tell you about how you can come on this show. So Dr. Flo said, make sure you say hello to us. If you're here, say hi, okay? But also, if you're deconstructing in your life, if you are upset, if you are fearful, if you are hopeful, if you have a story to tell, something triggers you in the news, something triggers you on Threads or whatever social media platform you're scrolling, and you want to talk about it, we would love to talk to you. We would love to have your name where it says your name here. And you can apply and contact us about that at lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link. If you're like, girly pops, I don't know how to be on camera with y'all. Y'all seem so chill. Guess what? It's only because we've been doing this for like 700 episodes now. And I'm probably like really jumping that. But like we are comfortable on camera with each other and individually because we have put ourselves on camera so many times. So we can help you with that. If that's a concern, we can help you. And we would love to. And again, lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link. Booty clap it. Okay, Black excellence. And we're moving fast today, y'all. I had a squishy day. I have squishy meetings. Would you make that big for me, please? Thank you so much. So I thought this was interesting. And those of you that don't know, Dr. Flo and a community member, Nye, are likely going to be hosting some clubhouse rooms on Black excellence. And we've been sort of talking about Black excellence off and on for the last, I would say, couple months. But this tweet says, or this thread says, y'all's obsession with Black excellence is where your anti-Blackness resides. And this, like, I was like, oh my gosh, really interesting because we're also simultaneously having the discussions about Black capitalism as we look at August, and August is Black Business Month, right? And like how Black excellence plays into the hierarchy of capitalism and white nationalist Delulu. It's a very interesting topic. So we'll go in depth on this in a clubhouse room and a clubhouse space where we can have more discussion with lots of opinions. But I wanted to bring this thread because I thought that it was a pretty unique take, since a lot of the people that I see are like gangbusters for Black excellence, right? Your thoughts, Penny, for your thoughts, Dr. Flo.
For those of you watching live, you know that I am tearing up 2 BLT sandwiches, Cheez-Its, Cheddar Jack. I'm living my best life. I am in my Black excellence. Here's the deal. Black excellence came to be back on the slave plantations when they needed house slaves versus field slaves. They needed someone to be under because that's how supremacy exists. And so they essentially concretized into our community this hierarchical need for somebody to be better than someone else. It's important to recognize in this conversation today that we're all humans. The so-called Black ones, the so-called white ones. You all want to be happy, healthy, and free from suffering. But you would need for some of us to go to HBCUs. You would need for some of us to have degrees. You would need for some of us to be special in order to try to destroy Black solidarity. They want us to be afraid of ourselves and afraid of each other. And that's where Black excellence comes into play. And there are all kinds of groups, the Boule, Jack and Jill. Don't even get me started with colorism in the community and how certain light-skinned people in the community think they're better than the darker-skinned people. It's all anti-Blackness. And I would encourage everyone to love themselves today before it's too late.
Who can love you? Who will find, and who will fall far behind? Every time he says that, that's the song that pops in my head, y'all. So you're welcome. You're welcome. Human first. We've talked about this.
Yeah, I left it in the deck from weeks prior because I won't stop leading in that way. I won't stop being that person in the world. I won't stop trying to see people beyond their labels. And I have to go out of my way to not be labeled by people in society. Some of y'all know they want me to be Black. Yesterday, we were over on TikTok and they were like, do you love the 5 Heartbeats, the Temptations, or what's love got to do with it better? And I was like, y'all are about to take my Black card because I'm not seeing any of those movies.
I didn't even know that any of those were movies.
All 3 of them are movies.
Wow.
One is the retelling of the story of the 5 Heartbeats, not to be confused with the Temptations, which I thought were the same group.
2 different groups, apparently.
2 different groups. And then one is the story, the third is the story of Tina Turner. And what she went through. What's Love Got to Do with It? That stars a fabulous Angela Bassett. So, yeah, I just want to encourage everyone today. I left this in because if you stop looking at people as their labels or what you think you know about them and get to know them, you may find a friend in them. You may find an asshole that you don't want to get to know, but you may also find that the people in Gaza, the people in Japan, the people in Paris, the people in Minnesota, the people in Virginia, the people in California, we all are looking for the same things and trying to lift our hearts towards love and have a great day. How have you benefited, Praolo, from seeing people human first as often as you can? Because, you know, we live in a prejudicial society where everyone thinks that they know everything about everybody. Like, there are people who will come into this live right now and they think they know something about me. And you don't. You'd have to have a conversation for that. So what do you say about labels and the need for conversation to get to know people in order to heal the things that we're dealing with?
Yeah, you know, I think I said it in a Clubhouse room the other day when I was all wound up by Dr. Flo asking me how I felt about when he says, "I doubt myself, Tara. I doubt myself." And I responded that we're cloaking, and one of the things that I hate the most about society right now is the weaponization of vulnerability and also how we approach each other in fear, right? So like we weaponize our vulnerability to get seen because that's the only thing that people pay attention to because we believe in that belief, right? But we don't have to believe in that belief. We could just be vulnerable because we're feeling vulnerable that day. We could just be vulnerable because we're talking to our friends. And we could approach people, as Dr. Flo was saying, instead of being fearful of the label that they have placed upon themselves or that we have placed on them, right? Because like some of us, like people place labels on us and we're like sometimes, like for me, okay, people are like, that's a voice teacher. And I'm like, yes, and yes, and I'm so much more. I'm this multi-passionate, I'm a whole being, right? Or people place onto me like, wow, she's really cute. No, that's your label for me, right? I believe myself to be a very strong adult, beautiful woman, right? So like if we stop approaching the label in fear or the people in fear and instead approach them in transparency and vulnerability, perhaps we would all have a better time and we would not turn blind eyes to the starvation of people, to the rape of people, to the bombing of people, to the genociding of people, and to the enslavement of people, which is still happening. Your hair is so glorious. I love it so much.
Hair and makeup came through Angie. Awesome, Angie. came onto TikTok and said, "There's cream in your hair." And I'm like, "Yes, can't you see the curls?" And then I realized that she's telling me that there's actual cream stuck in it. Child,
Listen, it could have been some other substances, and we wouldn't have been mad about that neither.
great sex, great food, great
Great
adventures.
adventures, child.
All day, every day. Sudan and Congo, on
Okay.
you.
Yeah, y'all, we're going to talk about this all the day today. So this is from the same person. I've really enjoyed this account because they post, I think, the same thing over and over and over again. So it says, it's from Congo Square Studio. Sudanese women deserve safety. Sudanese women deserve freedom. Sudanese women deserve protection. Sudanese women deserve belief. Sudanese women deserve care. Sudanese women deserve justice. Sudanese women deserve to live. And then it says, Congolese women deserve safety. Congolese women deserve freedom. Congolese women deserve protection. Congolese women deserve belief. Congolese women deserve care. Congolese women deserve justice. Congolese women deserve to live. And I just want to lift this alongside Gaza and all of the other places that are being oppressed, being bombed, being starved, being graped, being, like all of these things that are in the world that are happening many places, including in the United States. Y'all just don't want to open your eyeballs to it. Is this. So I think a lot of I'm going to bring in Chris Smalls for a hot second. So Chris Smalls was taken by the IDF. Chris Smalls, for those of you that don't know, is an American, a U.S. activist. Black
he's
man.
out, right? He's out.
Yes, he is out now, finally, right, after 2 days. But the point being that the response to him being taken was much less than the response to Greta being taken. And in a lot of these situations, people are finally, rightfully, lifting up their voices for Gaza. And now that you've done that, now that you're practiced in that, we're not going to ignore the African continent, okay? Because there's a bunch of shit happening. That looks so good. Can I have some? Thank you so much. It's so tasty. It's so yummy. So yeah, I wanted to bring Sudan and Congo like first and foremost today. We've been talking about Gaza for a long time. I know we mentioned Sudan and Congo very, very often, but I just wanted to like bring it fully forward. Angie, did you enjoy your bite as much as I enjoyed my bite?
Listen, they're setting people on fire.
Truly. I saw that this morning in Sudan, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're also setting lawmakers on fire in Virginia.
That part.
This is an emblem of the mental health crisis that the world is going through. That's pretty much all I got to say about this.
Yeah, y'all remember that panic paradox that we talked about a few weeks ago that Ismatu told us all about? Y'all better get into it. And if you don't know what we're talking about right now, I need you to go back 2 episodes. I need you to watch that episode, and then I need you to watch last week's episode. Okay? Deconstruction.
The level of cognitive distortion that people think that this doesn't affect them.
Right.
That we are in this little bubble under our iron dome called America. But we want the same thing that these other humans want: safety, freedom, protection, belief, care, justice, and to live. And the fact that people jump around on the internet thinking that hiding behind your phones is going to save you from the truth, it's some bullshit. I'm heading over to Threads just to see what people are talking about today. Threads.net is a meta product that allows for microblogging. It is their response to X. Trending now is Sydney.
Sydney
Sweeney.
Yeah, Sydney Sweeney.
American Eagle ad faces racism accusations because she said that her genes are pure or something.
The commercial says that Sydney Sweeney has good genes, and then Levi came out with an ad with Beyonce in it and said Beyonce has the best genes. So we stand Levi, I guess, for today.
Traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My jeans are blue.
In her ad with the popular clothing company, the nod toward her jeans stirred some backlash online from people who accused the company of Nazi propaganda and white supremacy by suggesting that her blue eyes and blonde hair made for great jeans.
The Sydney Sweeney campaign is exactly the reason why we need D, E, and I in every corporation. Because what happens when you have a bunch of white folk who all look and think the same, they put out some bullshit like that.
That's a cult. That's a cult. That's a cult. That's a cult. That's a cult.
Once again, I don't understand why we center basic white people. Sydney, Cindy, Luhu, whatever. They don't have great genes. They have recessive genes. It is known that white people have recessive genes.
Yeah.
And that if you sneeze like on the native people, you're going to die. I'm done with the centering of whiteness. I don't have a lot of white people around me unless they work for me or supporting my causes. I do not center whiteness. I do not care about your opinions. I don't care what you think about me or what you think about the world. And the fact that black people and brown people go up every day saying, oh my God, she says that we have that they have great genes and we don't. Like, once again, you're centering that bullshit. Toni Morrison taught us that they're going to say we have no education. They're going to say that we have no culture. They're going to say that we don't belong. And what's exhausting you niggas, black people, and adjacents, is that you spend all of your day trying to prove to people who do not want to see your worth that you belong and that you're worthy. Start creating your own gene brand. Start centering black people and their dreams. I got an organization over here that you can talk about more than the blue jeans. That girl is not cute. I don't care how great her genes is. Even when I was fucking white women, she would be down on my list.
She's got kind of weird eyeballs.
It talks like this.
She's got weird eyeballs.
Great genes, where and only white supremacist Delulu or so-called white supremacist Delulu would uphold mediocre motherfuckers. You kidding me? These people ain't got shit on us, and they know us, and they know it, and they know us. Ridiculous. Great genes, where? And I heard that Dunkin' Donuts was doing something very similar.
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts. I saw the ad this morning. It's a white dude with like a drink in his hand, and it's like he's like, I turn into like a golden god or something. It was weird. It was
trolling stupid black people. They are trolling stupid black and brown people. If you see a black and brown person going up and beating the drum of how dare they, just know that person's not educated about marketing and how marketing is intended.
Keep going. You're going to go where I was going to go.
Marketing is intended to trigger you, to get you to pay attention to the product. Racism.
And to get you to reshare the ad so that they get, like, listen, y'all, I said this sometime in the last 6 months. I know I've said it, that I was in some room at some point. It might have been Zoom. It might have been Clubhouse. I don't know where I was, but in that room, they were like, you can talk about the issues without resharing the ad or without resharing the content. Because when you reshare the content, like all of TikTok is, which is why TikTok is so rage baity, right? You are actively getting that company more money. That's what you're doing. Even if you're calling it out. Because now people are like, American Eagle, American Eagle, American Eagle, American Eagle. That's marketing.
Anybody that works in press or marketing in the ways I have over the years knows that there's no such thing as bad press. If you're talking about it, they're selling some jeans. They're even selling jeans to black people. And trust me, the bear trap was set in the woods and you niggas fell in it. And I think it's hilarious.
Yep.
Let's see what else we got. Oh, someone said, I'm going to share this tab. Someone said, it's Baby Kush, said an hour ago, the craziest part about the Sydney Sweeney ad is that Palestinians in Gaza are being intentionally starved to death.
That's a pretty crazy thing.
That's the craziest part about it.
Crazy thing.
What else we got? Because I put two of my segments. Let's see. Levi's jeans campaign with Beyonce draws comparisons to American Eagle. Beyonce's a capitalist who also never said ceasefire now.
ever.
Beyonce never sent a
Never
convoy.
pulled a video from the Israeli market.
She broke financial barriers and records on her campaign. She could be sending bread on her own personal helicopters. Why doesn't she? Trump criticism mounts over corruption and abuse of power allegations. Another fucking liar. Kamala.
She's got a new book coming out. That's why she's trending. She ain't running for governor, but she got a new book trending. Ciao. It's called 108 Days. I saw it this morning on my Threads feed. 107 days, 108 days, something like that. All about her time running for office. Yes.
Another Zionist operative. Another operative for the man.
So nice.
Tsunami 2025. People were yelling online that Oprah opened up her private road. She did do it. But it's very interesting that they don't have protocols in place on that state she stole called Hawaii. That whenever there is a tsunami, it should be automatically open for emergency. What was crazy was watching the videos of the police protecting Oprah's road.
I did not see any of them, but I will look for them after
When
this.
will y'all learn that billionaires of all colors do not give a fuck about you?
Of all colors, child. Because they're capitalists, which causes them to be that way.
Pete Hegseth discusses potential run for Tennessee office. Isn't that the idiot with the signal chat?
Yes, and also the alcoholic man. That's what the people said about him. They said you should not appoint him because he's an alcoholic and he will do something stupid, and he has.
But they don't check this alcoholic uncles and their families.
That part.
Sarah. So y'all don't stop your uncles from touching the little girls and boys. Y'all don't stop the priests from touching the kids. So I'm not waiting on y'all to say shit.
Y'all be out here yelling about drag queens and being transphobic as fuck, but not calling out the people in your family. Still, I shared it into Deconstruction or news or somewhere the other day. 7 cisgender people getting arrested for essaying children. And y'all still want to talk about the drag queens and the trans people, but okay. All right, y'all. Y'all know ceasefire now, starting in our hearts and in our minds. If we can cease the things that we tell ourselves are bad about ourselves, we can help more people. And that is why we collectively coach people. Dr. Flo coaches me. I am a colleague to Dr. Flo. The people in our community are teachers and leaders, and also we are students, like we got a ceasefire in our hearts and in our minds and the world over. So you're pointing at me. I don't know if that was I think it was a good thing.
Especially the part where we are both teachers and mentors to each other in the collective, but also students of each other.
Right. Like I learned a lot. Yeah, go ahead.
The way that you win in life is by not thinking that you're the smartest person in the room.
And not thinking that you can do it alone. Like that is the most pervasive thing that capitalism tells you, right? That you must lift. You can only make money on your own, right? You can only make money on your own. Is that true?
I can't wait to laugh at other people on the beach. Not on my own. I definitely like having that little umbrella in my drink and looking at my girlfriends and going,
my girlfriends.
My girlfriends. They're thick and thin. My
and well, if you're getting good, if you're a teacher and you're a student and you're getting really good, maybe you'll get into Snapchat group called My Girlfriends.
Yes! Come on, Snapchat.
You gotta be that type of person for Dr. Flo.
I do have a Snapchat private story called My Girlfriends, and that's where I talk my real shit. I don't think Angie is on Snapchat still. She don't watch my posts or anything like that, but she's in the girlfriends group. It's there for her. That's where my true message is.
Girlfriends. I'm friends with Angie on Snapchat, but I don't ever talk to her because I still don't know how to use it, but it's okay. All right, make this big.
Figure it out. You is kind, you is smart, you is important.
Thank you. So from Tennessee Slime Kitty. What a name. Free Sudan, free Congo, free Tigray, free I can never say it. Haiti, free Palestine, free all free all oppressed people everywhere as the perpetrators fall by their own hand and we thrive in global community and peace. Also, from Senator Jeff Merkley, the words killed before, this is in quotes, the words, quote, killed before first birthday, end quote, appear more than 900 times in this list. Children killed while playing or sleeping. Children who should have grown up. Israel is starving and bombing Gaza, and the U.S. is complicit because we're sending those bombs and not demanding more aid. And then I have more.
I just got to pause and say that those particular so-called white people are evil.
Evil.
Like evil. Like y'all are afraid on your jobs. You know, y'all know I got fired from Broadway for saying that is evil. Y'all are afraid of these protected groups of people. You will not protect those of us who suffered more under American bullshit, but you want to protect those light, bright, so-called white people called Jews and Zionists, and that's fucked up. They are evil. Did you see the video of the Zionist woman pushing the guy from the press?
The reporter, yeah.
And then saying, hit me back, hit me back. Fucked up, evil people.
Delusional. Delulu. This says, speaking of that, normalize not starving, killing, murdering children. That's in quotes, y'all. And then it says, Zionists, why do you hate Jews? And that's exactly what it feels like on the internet. And this is the thing, you know, okay, so I saw someone share this post that was like, finally, some segment of the Jewish culture or Jewish religion, I don't know, something, they're allowing women to like serve in some position. And I was like, the cognitive dissonance of you guys is insane to me. Like, it was a woman sharing this who is also Zionist and like, but Hamas's everyone. Like, what the hell? Y'all are oppressed in your own church, in your own synagogue. But as long as somebody else is more oppressed, you're okay with it, even though y'all are out here on the whole of the internet, on Beyonce's internet in 2025, telling people that never again, right? Never again, but only to the people that are lesser than you.
We know that they control the media. We know that they control the government. We know that they blackmailed so many people. We know that they've compromised Cory Booker's stupid ass. Every time I see him screaming on the internet, and you all know that America stands for, I'm like,
Amy Klobuchar called that shit out. I think I told you this. Amy Klobuchar said, you have not been attending policy meetings, Cory Booker. How would you know?
Isn't she bankrolled by APEC too, though?
I'm sure. I'm sure. But actually, I think Amy and Tina have both been voting against sending more money to Israel. So, I mean, the very least they can do, but at least they're doing it because there's other people that are not, you know?
We can't even get a proper signal out on YouTube right now as we speak because we're talking out against what it is. They're throttling us right now.
Thanks, YouTube. We see you.
Fuck
Thanks,
them.
Google.
Fuck them.
All right. The last one that I have, and this is, I'm going to delve in more on my Lift Every Voice on this one, which is a Substack. Y'all can go to lovedandlovable.bio.link and click on Tara's website, and you will find my Substack. But this one like broke my heart because it's so true. This is from Lady Kazemi. And it says, there's something so unbelievably dystopian and Black Mirror-esque about Palestinians having to become content creators, during a genocide in the hopes that they can go viral enough to buy a bag of flour. And even then, this is not on the thread, y'all, but even then, to go buy a bag of flour, they risk being mowed down by Israeli offensive forces.
One of the doctors who had his baby formula confiscated at the border said they play a game where every day in his medical treatment facilities, people come in with certain parts of their bodies blown off. So on Tuesday, you'll see just arms blown off. On Wednesday, you'll see just legs blown off. On Friday, only testicles. It's like a game that they play in the military to maim people and harm people in specific kinds of ways based on the day. Evil.
And by the way, y'all, the number is up to 60,000. And New York Times ain't never going to hear from me. Maybe you'll hear from me. I don't know how big I am yet. Okay. I don't know how big I am yet. I keep telling people that I don't need, like, I don't want fame, but maybe you'll hear from me. New York Times put out this article this week that was like, it was an opinion piece. And I don't even remember who it was by, but it was basically like, it's not a genocide because they haven't killed enough people. 60,000 is not enough people for you. They have literally demolished. Let's be clear. Israel has demolished a generation of Palestinian people and just voted to annex the West Bank.
This is how colonizers operate. We talk weekly about the fact that this group of people as a culture, these so-called white people, they lack empathy and they actually get off. These are the same people who had ham sandwiches as people who look like us hung from trees. If we don't put our foot down and demand corrective action on their asses, they are not going to stop. It's who they are.
It's who you are.
This is why I do not let so-called white people eat with me or talk to me without a vetting process. There are so-called white people that I have professional relationships with. It's just that. Keep it on the page. I don't need anything else from you because you're not collecting and rebuking and bringing correction to people who are causing harm. You're not a safe place. And I wish that instead of Black excellence, we had Black solidarity, because everything we need in this life, we already have. The biggest lie ever told is that we needed them for anything. They actually need us more than we need them. But y'all sitting on your job scared of Whitey on the moon. What a time. Come to our programs if you're interested. I don't have time right now to go through all of the programs, but I can show you this. We've got a website that is full of opportunities. Tara and I and our community, we're not sitting around waiting for an opportunity to come to us or praying to some sky daddy in the sky to make a way. We made the website and we're making a way. Okay? We're better than people. Yeah. Oh, Dr. Flo, you think you're better than me. I am. Because instead of sitting around and complaining about life, I'm actually building opportunities and programs to enrich people. I actually have a dream of encouraging, equipping, and empowering 800,000 people a year to get out of the bullshit that they call their lives. So yes, I am better than you. Check the website out. Get on my level, not the other way around. Stupid hoe. Stupid, stupid, stupid hoe. And that's a quote, by the way. That's Nicki Minaj. That's not me. You never heard that song, Sarah?
No. I mean, maybe. Has Poppy played it? Have you played it? Probably on a live stream.
You know we have played it.
Okay, I probably heard it. I don't know.
Y'all got to wake up a little earlier in the morning and build out 16 programs running concurrently, daily boost, 5 podcasts going at the same time. Y'all got to do a lot to keep up with me. You should put your running shoes on sooner than later because I'm no slouch. And ain't no amount of you coming in here looking at me and leaving going to change how fabulous the fuck we are. I hang with Tara on purpose. She's got shit going on in her life. The rest of y'all are throwing trash into the street. Loved and lovable. bitches.
Loved and lovable. You're loved and lovable.
You're loved and lovable. We have 107 people in pipeline coming to the Adopt a Black Artist program, which shows me that there are Black people out there still being neglected. If you are one of them, I'm on the wrong slide. If you are a person out there who needs monetary support, help building your business, technical support, we're here to help you. I got 107 people who are standing out in a line waiting for my help. And we're going to help them through the Adopt a Black Artist program. If you want to be waitlisted, because now we're going to need a wait list because we're just that fabulous. I'm tired of dumbing myself down for you niggas and so-called whites. Y'all know I'm great. Look at the screen moving.
Y'all see it? Y'all see it? And if you're not on a visual platform, now would be a great time to go subscribe to the Substack.
We show you who we are every day. It ain't Black excellence. We're humans encouraging humans at the professional level. So sit and stare if you want to. We're going to Fiji.
Right. Also, ask questions, y'all. Ask questions. Ask for help until you get it. Like, don't stop asking until you get it. Like, I literally just looked. So it says Dr. Flo at Andre and the Flow. And then underneath it says Chief Love Officer. And I'm like sitting here like, I probably want the little red part under my name. Do I know how to do that? No. Do I know somebody that knows how to do that? Yeah. Am I going to ask him later? Yeah.
I'll tell you in the world, when you come into the platform next time, instead of just pressing right through,
yeah,
it's going to give you that pre-screen before you join and come in.
Yeah.
There's a new little block that says your name and your title. Just fill it in before you come in the next time, and it will put it there.
Okay. That's easy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's easy to love people and help people. Some people just want to be miserable in life. I don't get it. I'm not miserable today.
Truth. And last thing I'm going to say on the Adopt a Black Artist, you 107 people, listen, one of my friends, my acquaintances, person I know on the internet, parasocial, it's not really parasocial, I've actually talked to this person, anyway, is hiring for voice teachers on the internet, okay? And she was saying how she got 9 applications, but only one person filled out all of the questions. I need y'all to do better for yourselves. Because we have had this problem before in our network with Adopt a Black Artist. We at one point, I think, had like 20 applications, but we could not see all of them because y'all did not complete. Love yourself more. Complete the application. Take the chance. And that's for me and for you. Okay, because there's an application that I've been waiting to fill out and I just need to go fill it out. I just need to go fill it out. The only person that is blocking my blessing, that is blocking my joy, that is blocking my business, that is blocking my bigness is me because I'm not filling out the damn application. Okay, I'm not.
And one more time for the people in the back, there's no amount of eye rolling or smacking your teeth or rolling your head or coming in and out of my lives that's going to make your life better. Like I got off that. I put the pipe down for this. I put the pipe down. Ask Sarah. I put the pipe down just so I could talk more shit. I was talking shit when I was higher than a giraffe's pussy. But I put the pipe down a month ago just so I could really talk shit. Oh, Dr. Flo, he encourages encryption and powers, but you know he's a pothead. You know he's a sinner. You know he sucked dick. Oh, yes. But look at these graphics, bitch.
They cute.
They real cute. And it's a team effort. You know, people all the time say, oh, you know, like how blessed you are to have a Tara. We fought for this and fought through this.
Chose to fight for it.
Yeah. We show up every day, even when we're in an eye roll. I show up to the complex. We work remote. We've been 900 miles apart our entire relationship. I show up to the complex. I show up to the complex and I go, yo, do we feel like encouraging people today? And sometimes it's like, I guess, bitch.
Sometimes it's, yup, period. That's Dr. Flo's favorite from me. He says, is anybody coming to the clubhouse room? Yup. Period.
Yeah. Don't pretend like what we do is easy, but we do it anyway. And that's how you know when you have the sensation of success. I haven't taught this in a while. The sensation of success is doing what you're called to do regardless of your mood. Some of y'all are so moody. Some of y'all need to come to my trainings on emotional regulation. You're so moody that you're not even in the mood to succeed today. Get your shit together, girl. Speaking of a girl who has her shit together, tell them about your programs, Paolo.
Y'all, oh look, there's my face. We're being bold, okay? Dolly or April, somebody said I speak boldness this morning. I think it was Dolly. Anyway, so Blackening the Canon is a group chat over on WhatsApp right now. It's also going to be, once I fill out the application, it'll be some concerts of my albums that are, I'm waiting to hear back from some people, but I might just stick it to the man and release it anyway, because, like, I'm tired of waiting, y'all. I'm tired of the red tape, and I'm tired of us doing things that don't serve the things that we say we want. But anyway, if you are interested in coming into Blackening the Canon, it is developing. So just get in the group chat and see it develop, because that can teach you a lot too. Dr. Flo has been watching me build my business for 4 years. It has definitely influenced him and other people around me. And so if you are interested in watching me build another facet of my business, come on in. And then also I have Freedom Fridays. So this Freedom Friday, which is August 1st, it's tomorrow. I've got free 15-minute alignment checks. I've got free 30-minute sessions. You make the call. How long do you want to spend with me? If you believe that I can help you, I can. Lift the Joy Masterclass. This is a spinoff of my Joy's the Revolution Masterclass that I taught about 1.5 years ago. It's going to be at 5 p.m. Central Time, and I will have ticketing up in my bio later today. It will be free and donation-based, so you can come on in. But I think it is really important that we are not only spreading our ceasefire messages, our vulnerability, but also our joy, because joy is our revolution.
In closing, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're loved and lovable and you know it, clap your hands. If you walked through self-hatred, self-doubt, self-loathing, and living in a fucked up society and still have a smile today, clap your hands. And don't let any of these miserable hoes try to talk you out of your joy as the revolution. Okay? They always got shit to say, but they don't have happy lives. On behalf of all of us in the network, Tara Paolo Studio, one of my fabulous producers, local captains, coaches, and great Judy on the internet, Poppy Water, producing partner, and myself, Andre in the Flow, stay in your power, stay in your joy, stay loved and lovable. Talk your shit.